Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Cool FM Live broadcast of Cochise County Sports tonight. You're rocking with Dave and Paul, and we have playoff basketball in Sierra Vista, Arizona. The Buena Colts taking on the Chaparral Firebirds, I believe, right? Chaparral Firebirds in Sierra Vista, Arizona. Dave Davies alongside Paul Corder. Dave, Buena Colts basketball playoff action tonight.
Yet the road to the 5A state championship starts right here in Sierra Vista, Arizona. They're taking on a 6-18 Chaparral Firebirds team. So, again, Buena should be able to get out of this easy money, but...
Forgot to turn on the mics. Nope, they're... You're good.
They don't call them the best in the business for nothing. But yeah, the Chaparral Firebirds coming in here 6-18, taking on a 20-5 Buena Colt team. We just won Coach of the Year, Dennis Baker. We just won Player of the Year, Jammin Booker. So welcome to the show.
You did talk to the coaches for the Firebirds before the game. What are we looking out for on that Firebird roster?
We got a couple. Number 2, shooting guard, Chase Swenson, sophomore. And number 22, senior, 6'4", Nate Smith. Again, only 6-18 on the year. That's a down year, but this is the team that busted the Buena Colts last year.
Buena Colts revenge tour starts tonight for the Buena Colts. Like you said, talent all around the 5A region. Hasn't officially come out yet, but thank goodness the Buena Colt Facebook page shared everything. Like you said, Dave, we got 1A, 6 players on the all-region team, not to mention the honorable mentions. Like we said all year, the best team in Cochise County resides in Sierra Vista.
It's a special team this year. Yeah, there's been a special vibe ever since Ironwood Ridge from Big Shot Sam put that ball in. There has been a vibe around here with this team. Like Zeus Pacheco would say, we're coming for the whole thing.
Shout out Coach Carrillo and Coach Lane from Cochise College. I wonder who they're here to see. We got just a minute. We're going to step behind the camera. Thanks some of the people that make this broadcast possible. We'll get this action started. Woo-wee!
We're going to be doing some introductions and some national anthems here in just a moment. But before we do, I'd like to thank some of our new sponsors like SoSci. Every play, every pass, every goal. This season, they're with us every step of the way. SoSci, supporting our community, supporting our team. Learn more at SoSci. That's SOSI.com.
Thank you as well to Synergy Home Care of Sierra Vista, providing non-medical home care to all of Cochise and Santa Cruz County. I was just in Douglas today, you know that.
Yes,
they provide non-medical home care, strictly non-medical, 520-685-1035.
Also, thank you to another one of our new sponsors, Right Way, now serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County, providing heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services the right way.
Thank you as well to SSVEC for serving our community.
Thank you to Allo Fiber, your new home team for internet, phone, and television. Go to allofiber.com to learn when it'll be installed in your neighborhood.
And finally, my last thank you is the MORSE Automotive Group. No halftime shot here tonight, folks. Maybe they'll do one for the students here at Buena. But you could drive in today and experience the difference for yourself at MORSE Automotive Group.
Also, shout out to Gabriel over at Desert Kicks and Heat for these fly shoes. And by the way, so cool. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, starting lineup. There we go, number 2, Chase Swenson. Number 5, Arjun Dillon.
Number 15, Thomas Nansen.
Number 15, Thomas Nansen.
Number 22, Nate Smith.
The aforementioned Nate Smith, number 22, 6'4" senior. And number 24, Cameron Connell.
Noticeably a smaller Firebirds team this year, Dave.
Yeah. Head coach by Dan Peterson. Again, as always, we're going to let the Buena Colts. Oh, we're not doing the video board. Never mind. That's going to be Ricardo Brooks, number 20 tonight. Number 11, Bombaclad, Kingston Clark. Number 12, Zeus. Hey, Zeus Pacheco. Number 14, Jammin Booker. And number 21, Sierra Vista's own Cooper Flag, Thomas Welker. And of course, the Buena Colts coached by Coach of the Year, Dennis Baker.
Look at these beautiful new graphics from Dan the Man. I'll tell you, that scoreboard looks fire, Danimal. We're going to go ahead and mute the stream momentarily for the copyrighted national anthem, folks. We'll be right back.
anthem has been played, you know, Buena Colt basketball time. I know we're going to have some Chaparral Firebird fans that are going to be joining us tonight as well. This is an interactive broadcast. Don't be afraid to jump in the chat. Support your team.
Speaking of supporting your team, Dave, what a segue. It's almost like you do this for a living. The Buena girls soccer team, noon tomorrow, continue their playoff run at their own 5A state championship at noon. Oh, at Hampton Field, I believe it's called?
Yeah, it's at Hampton Field.
Yes.
I got to work. But
also, folks, don't hesitate to jump into our Cool FM Live chat. Let us know where you're cheering from and who you're cheering for. And finally, next Thursday, the Douglas Lady Bulldogs begin their 4A state championship journey.
Yes, they do. Oh, I got bad news for the Chaparral Firebirds. The student section's starting to fill up. Always a good time when those kids show up.
Jamin Booker will win the tip and immediately get it to Jesus Pacheco. Ricardo Brooks now with the ball, gets it over to Kingston Clark. We are underway in Sierra Vista, Arizona. Thomas Welker. That's a smart, more mature Thomas Welker, Dave. He took that one, didn't like the jumper, and is going to play for a better shot.
No, that's what Buena has just gotten better and better as the years gone by, is just waiting for the best shot available.
13 seconds on the shot clock. Jesus Pacheco now. Pacheco off the glass and in. Zeus Pacheco immediately 2-0 Buena.
Easy money for Zeus to start the game.
Firebirds with the ball. That one's going to be knocked out, staying with the Firebirds. Buena looks to be fired up, and we got the thunder sticks from the student section as if they needed any help getting loud.
Yeah, you're right. But again, against a 6-18 team, Buena, this is the playoffs. They don't have to take their foot off the gas anymore. It's turnover, speaking of the devil.
Good steal from Thomas Welker. Kingston Clark over to Zeus Pacheco. Zeus on the inside. That's going to be 4 quick points for Jesus Pacheco.
Oh, Zeus is playoff ready, baby. You knew he would be. Look at the defense for the Buena Colts. Another turnover.
Suffocating. I thought I heard a whistle. There is none. Ricardo Brooks brings the ball up court once again for the Colts. They are 2 for 2. Scored on their first 2 possessions of this ball game. Zeus Pacheco playing point forward now. Over to Welker.
As locked in as the Buena Colts are, I'm not going to lie to you. The Firebirds are not breaking double digits in this quarter.
Ricardo Brooks. Over to Zeus Pacheco. Zeus again to the inside, gets a step, could not finish through the contact. Rebound coming out to the Firebirds. Thomas Nansen, he's going to keep the ball and finally give it away. They work themselves a corner 3. That's going to be off the mark. Ricardo Brooks rising for the rebound for the Colts.
Yeah, he wanted to take it up court himself. He's like, I got this. But 0 for 1 for the Firebirds to start the game.
Ricardo Brooks to Jamin Booker. Zeus Pacheco, like we said, Dave, Cochise College coaches is in the house here tonight. Kingston Clark back out to Thomas Welker.
Yeah, they're going to be playing their best basketball.
Back to Clark, now to Pacheco. 6 minutes to play. Just a couple minutes gone in this game. They get it inside to Jesus Pacheco. The turnaround, and 1, Zeus Pacheco.
Zeus Pacheco's going to win this thing by himself. He's like, on to round 2. I've had enough. Zeus Pacheco missed 3 free throws last game. It was a shocking state of affairs.
Christina Miranda, the Tombstone girls game will be getting shared to Cool FM momentarily. You can check out Cool FM Live Sports to see.
To get the direct link, yes. But these free throws brought to you by Sierra Vista Soap Company, locally handmade bath and body products.
Jesus Pacheco up on the Firebirds by himself, 7-0.
Yeah, Zeus 7, Firebirds nothing so far.
Jesus Pacheco, the focal point of the offense for the Colts. They realize they might have an advantage on the inside, and that one's going to be knocked away, staying with the Firebirds. But it's tough to say where they don't have an advantage, Dave. We talk about the Buena Colt roster littered with all-state players. Not even in their starting 5. They have their 6 and 7 man are all region.
Yeah, the Buena Colt, again, very special year, a very talented team.
This one's going to be thrown to the corner. A little bit of spacing issue there from the Firebirds. They get it under control. 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Look at the defense of the Buena Colt.
That's going to be an elbow 3. They need this to drop. It will not. The fight for the rebound is going to be won by Kingston Clark. Kingston wants to go quickly, and he's going to slow it down. The numbers weren't there, and he gets it over to Zeus Pacheco, who has taken over this game to start here in Sierra Vista, Arizona.
Like you said, you don't think they don't notice that Coach Carrillo's sitting over there? I'm pretty sure they know.
Kingston Clark head fake. A little bit of a pull, nothing called on the inside. He's going to turn this one over. The Firebirds, Chase Swinson bringing the ball up. He's going to pop the three early. No good. Jamin Booker, the save, the rebound, and gets it up to Kingston Clark. There's contact, nothing called. Whoa. The ball's going to be turned over again. Kingston Clark wants the call. The refs don't agree.
Yeah, I thought there was a little contact on that, but, you know, I'll take none over more all day.
Another three-point attempt, and the Firebirds eyes cold from three. Ricardo Brooks goes quickly up to Jamin Booker. He's able to save it. Right back to Ricardo Brooks. That kid, Jamin Booker, no points, but he is ready to play today. Kingston Clark, top of the key, three. Now 10-0 Colts on top.
Kingston Clark fired up. Banger three.
That's going to be a timeout early for the Firebirds. Buena Colts feel this one. 4:29 to play. 10-0 in this first quarter.
A dominant first 3.5 minutes of basketball there by the Buena Colts. The Firebirds are already overwhelmed. But this time I get the opportunity to thank Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard. Now open Saturdays 9 to 2.
Also, thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts at 599-2439. We got interrupted and I lost my place. 717-599-2439.
Interrupted by the leading scorer in the nation, C.J. Williams.
Oh, there he is. First time meeting you. How you doing, C.J.?
Coach Williams in the house over here as well to watch this Buena butt kicking that they're putting on the Chaparral Firebirds so far.
So everyone looking for the Tombstone Lady Yellow Jackets game, it is not on Cool FM Live Sports. There might be a little bit of a delay, but stick with us. That should be coming up on Cool FM Live momentarily. We can only hope.
Chaparral Firebirds just firing threes at the basket, trying to get anything to drop against the stifling defense of the Buena Colts. That's a good play inside, but they're going to get shut down.
They're going to kick it back out. They do work the open three. Swinson, he's going to go back to the inside. And a three-pointer up and no good. Settling for what was a little bit worse of a three than they had early in the shot clock, Dave.
Yeah, again, they're just firing and praying right now.
And they can't finish at the rim, but another offensive rebound. Ball's going to be going back to the Buena Colts. Swinson didn't like the call. 3:52 to play. Buena ball.
Eli's on the bench getting animated. Oh, man. They are just overwhelming Chaparral right out of the gates.
Ricardo Brooks bringing the ball up court for the Colts. Booker, Welker, all the way over to Clark. They got Pacheco on the inside. He wants everything. And a good unselfish play from Zeus, but the swat. That's going to be Dylan with the rejection for the Firebirds as they bring the ball up court. Does defense translate into their first offense on this possession?
If that doesn't get them fired up, I don't know what will. That's going to be a foul on Ricardo Brooks, hand checking.
The student section is filled up. 3:25 to play. 10-0 Colts.
Sorry, Firebirds.
On top of the early going. Basketball's a game of runs.
Looks like we may have a couple of interviewees for halftime over here. They're sitting next to us.
You do whatever you want to do, brother.
Oh, that's
that one's going to be thrown away. Going back to the Colts. Kingston Clark fired up after that turnover in possession. 3:20 to play. Buena Colt ball.
Only 10-0. The Firebirds should be thrilled right now. It hasn't gotten worse, but absolutely nothing. I mean, obviously the zero on the scoreboard tells you, but nothing dropping for Chaparral right now.
Ricardo Brooks gets a step, goes to the inside the fight, and that's going to be a travel on Ricardo Brooks. Ball going back to Chaparral.
That's a two-step travel call on Ricardo Brooks. Basket no good.
Ball coming up court now with the Firebirds. Underneath, good defense from Pacheco. Firebirds maintain possession, but only momentarily. What awareness from Ricardo Brooks, and he's going to come up with the steal because of it. Brooks over to Kingston Clark. Kingston Clark thought about it, didn't take it. Jesus Pacheco, he's got a lane. He's going to be met at the rim. Jesus can't finish, but is going to the line for two.
On the defensive end, Jesus Pacheco says, by the way, do you know what your own medicine tastes like? Because here's some of it. And again, he missed 3 free throws last game. Very uncharacteristic of him.
So we don't know where the Tombstone game is at, folks. Rest assured that we did send a team up there, so it should be up momentarily. There could also be a lot of delays that we don't know about. Stick around. And hopefully, if Tombstone doesn't go, how are we going to watch our Lady Jacket basketball?
Yeah. That was my plan after this game, was to go watch the Lady Yellow Jackets win that game. Jesus Pacheco missed the first free throw.
Oh, no, that's not good. Thomas Welker rising over everybody, and he's going to be fouled on the shot. Now Thomas Welker's going to try his hand at the free throws.
Number 22, Nate Smith, with a lot of LeBroning towards the referees so far in this game. Just questioning every call. He's getting a little frustrated. You need to concentrate on basketball, young man. Thomas Welker's first free throw is up and good, and this free throw is brought to you by Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up.
Find him on Facebook at Grasshopper Landscaping. Dave, they serve all of Cochise County.
Yes, they do. Number 1 in Cochise County. Second free throw good. 12-0 Buena.
And bringing the ball up court, a 12-0 lead. The Firebirds have to get something going right now. 2 free throws good by Welker. The floater in the lane. That's not the shot you want to settle for. Kingston Clark's going to be called for a push in the back.
Yeah, over the
Taking
back.
it underneath is going to be the Firebirds.
Yeah, over the back call on Clark. That is going to be the second team foul on Buena. Chaparral already at 3, and we have a substitution coming in. It's going to be number 1, Jaden Hong.
Oh, thank you. You wrote that in. I was like, I don't see a number 1.
I take pride in my work. I do my job well.
That's going to be a double team. The Colts are going to come away with the ball because of it. Kingston Clark brings the ball up. Now it's Zeus Pacheco. Zeus to Ricardo Brooks. Ricardo Brooks. Buena with all the time in the world. They have a 12-0 lead in the first quarter. Inside to Jamin Booker. What a pass. Jamin Booker, the fadeaway in the paint. That's why he shoots 60% from the field, Dave.
Well, and that's they insisted on getting him the ball in that possession to get him, into the game as well.
Good pass to the inside, but that's Thomas Welker with the rejection. And now Ricardo Brooks bringing the ball up court. 14-0. Colts on top. Inside to Jamin Booker one more time. Booker's going to be fouled. I think that's before
on the floor, yeah.
The shot is going to be on the floor, so Buena will retain possession.
That is the 4th team foul, though, on the Firebirds. 2:01 on the clock. Next foul is going to be free throws for the Colts.
The Buena Colts coming out with a lot of fire. This reminds me of the last game I broadcasted in Cochise College, where they were playing a team that they expected to beat, and they did not let up in the early going. They came out to a 15-0 run. This is the same exact situation for the Buena Colts.
Well, like I was pointing out to a friend of mine earlier today. I was pointing out to him, the Buena Colts are normally playing JV players and at bottom of the bench players by the 4th quarter. This is the playoffs. They don't have to do that anymore. They're going to come out here and make a statement and try to put a 100-burger up there.
I bet they will. There's always situations where you want to find playing time for your younger players, and in front of a crowd like this, you want to make sure that they can not get too ahead of themselves and just stay sound mentally. Ricardo Brooks now, he's going to drive on the inside. Brooks throws it up, and that's going to be another travel on Ricardo Brooks. Dennis Baker says he grabbed him, no call. 1:33 to play in the first quarter, still a 14-point Colt lead.
I'm not seeing these travels. Whatever he's seeing, I'm not seeing it. It looked like he took 2 steps and got fouled to me, but...
The Tombstone Lady Yellow Jackets are up and running on Cool FM Live Sports, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to go over there and check out our Lady Yellow Jackets in action. Back to the game. Firebirds, they have not got anything on the board. A big goose egg. They need to work something. Hong kicks it right back out. They got the corner 3. They're scared. They're gun shy to shoot those threes right now,
Dave.
Dave.
Look at the defense, though.
It is great defense. They finally work an open 3. That's going to miss everything. Nate Smith is going to hear it from that student section.
Kingston Clark, this is as fired up as I've ever seen him. Again, this is senior year for a lot of our players, and the playoffs start now.
Zeus Pacheco bringing the ball up court. 1 minute left to go in this first quarter. Zeus Pacheco, 7 points, looking to make it 9. The teardrop finish. Hey, Zeus Pacheco.
There is absolutely nothing the Firebirds can do about this.
No, that was actually good defense on him. The floater in the lane, no good. Kingston Clark saves it. Thomas Welker, he's going to fight for it and get it for the Buena Colts. Kingston Clark bringing the ball up court. 35 seconds to play in this first quarter. Zeus Pacheco now. 9 points, looking to make it a double-digit first quarter. Gets it over to Ricardo Brooks. 17 on the shot clock, 25 on the game clock. Ricardo Brooks for 3. In and out, touched every part of the rim, but didn't go in the net.
Yeah, Zeus Pacheco and Jamin Booker are literally auditioning for jobs right now.
Gerald Morgan in the chat says, let's go Colts. That's what I'm talking about. 13 seconds, 12 seconds. Jaden Hung. Thomas Welker almost turned that one over. We are 10 seconds away from the Buena Colts putting a goose egg on the scoreboard defensively.
I was being very nice at the beginning of the first quarter when I said they wouldn't get the double digits. I literally wanted to say they're not going to score a point in the first quarter.
7-6. Jamin Booker's going to get the steal. Kingston Clark for 5 seconds. Clark all the way, and 18-0. Buena Colts in the first quarter. Everything coming up Buena. in this first period.
Oh man. As we've been saying all year, they've just gotten better and better and better. We are now seeing the purest version of the Buena Colts.
Buena Colts.
Let's go for a half. Why not? Let's go for a shutout and a half. Trying to say what's up to Gabriel for Desert Kicking Heat over there, but he ain't seen me. Try it one more time. No
one
nothing.
cares. Thank you to Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963.
Also, thank you to one of our new sponsors, SoSci. Every play, every pass, every goal. This season they're with us every step of the way. At SoSci, they believe in rising to the occasion when the pressure's on. They say challenge accepted. And they say join us in backing your favorite Cochise County game. Well, tonight, that's the Buena Colts.
Lizeth Alcaraz with claps in the chat, and then R&R Athletics, saying we know them, says Coach Baker has these boys locked in.
Yeah, you could say that.
Is there anything a little more hyperbolic than locked in? Because that's what it is right now. 18-0. We always talk about the Colts offensively, Dave. We don't give enough shine to the defense, but the defense speaking for itself tonight.
Oh, I get plenty of shine to the defense because it's the best in the business. A couple of substitutions, Julian Duran and big shot Sam Criado are on the floor now.
That's Jamin Booker. He will get the foul called, and now a chance for Chase Swenson to finally put the Firebirds on the scoreboard with some free throws.
Again, this is one of Coach Peterson's players to watch here, number 2 Chase Swenson. So I expect him to at least wipe the zero off by making one of these. There it is. They're off the schneid officially.
All right. Fixed it. We're good.
All right. Yeah, Chase Swenson getting him off the schneid with the first point of the game for the Chaparral Firebirds. And yes, you're not seeing that incorrectly. This is the second quarter.
18-1 now. Boy, one just looks a lot better if you're a Firebirds fan than the zero they had up there.
It sure does.
Both free throws up and good. They get it to Baker quickly. Kingston Clark, elbow three. Not good. And now the rebound to the Firebirds, who started this quarter off up 2-0, looking to make it 4-0. And that's all you have to look at it like, Dave, is you got to inch your way back into this one.
If you're Chaparral, absolutely. You one basket at a time.
There's the corner three. Now quickly 8-5. Hunter Halverson puts that one away. And now Sam Criado, big shot Sam Criado, bringing the ball up court with the Colts.
All right, boy, they had their moment. Now you can start kicking their butts again.
18-5. Jesus Pacheco with the ball over to Kingston Clark. Big shot, Sam Criado thought about it, decided better of it.
Yeah,
Zeus.
Yeah, 5-0 run to open the quarter.
12 seconds on the shot clock. Zeus with it. He's going to get a step. Jesus Pacheco, you forget how fast he is. Big shot, Sam, corner three. All three of those. Big shot, Sam Criado.
Yeah, doing some finger guns in the crowd. He's pumped up. I told you he was locked in pregame.
21-5, a three to answer for the Firebirds, and that's up and in one more time. Hunter Halverson, but they get a quick one to Jamin Booker. Jamin Booker can finish at the rim with the best of them.
Nate Smith just didn't run with him up the court, and Booker got an easy finish.
23-8. Firebirds have found themselves, that's going to be a foul on Julian Duran, have found themselves a little bit of offense here in the second quarter, but important baskets to answer each time for the Buena Colts.
Yeah, absolutely no let up. Justin Smith checking in for Chaparral Jr., 6'2" junior.
We got Jacob Gluck in the chat saying good shot, thought he blocked it, also splashed for the Buena Colts. We got Judy in the chat saying go Sammy, and Gluck back in saying let's go. I'm saying I'm feeling that energy as well, folks. That's going to be a baseline jumper. No good. Good offensive rebound, tipped all the way back. There he is again, 2 for 2. Can he make it 3 for 3? He can. Hunter Halverson willing these Firebirds back into this ball game.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Hunter, he's on fire.
He's on Firebirds. I'll shut up. I'm sorry. 6 minutes to play in the second quarter.
Right now, he'd be on fire.
I know, but you got to say bird after it. They're the Firebirds. Sam Criado with the ball now. 23-11, a 12-point Colt lead still. He's in the free throw line. Now getting it to Pacheco. He drives in. Jesus Pacheco, his 11th point.
Split the defenders with an up and under, and Zeus is just out of his mind right now.
I do see some of the signs over there by the fans. I got roses are red, violets are blue. Number 14's about to dunk on you. And then we have 99 problems, but Chaparral ain't one. I'll tell you, I don't think these Buena fans forgot that Chaparral knocked them out of the postseason last year.
Oh, again, we were kind of surprised. 15 minutes till game time. There wasn't really anybody in here, and it filled up quickly to support these Buena Colts. I think the community has figured out how good our boys are.
Caution victory zone over there as well. You're not wrong, Dave. Shout out to the ticket process for Buena. I don't know of another gymnasium that can feed them in that fast. Every time we go to Benson, it's the first half before everyone gets in.
Line around the block at Benson football games. That's always a sight when you see that line outside of Benson.
Oh, the Wilcox and Benson game. That was nuts. That was nuts. They're like, I'm getting in here. I don't care if I'm watching the last minute. I'm getting in here.
Yeah, they were still coming in at halftime.
Firebirds with the ball now. Swenson with it.
Good second quarter by Chaparral.
Oh, good second quarter by Halverson specifically. Oh, I would have taken that if I was him. 3 for 3. A much better decision to pass it. That's why I don't play basketball. But Zeus Pacheco, the rejection. Criado bringing the ball up court for the Colts.
I didn't know Jeremy Booker and Thomas Welker had made their way into the game.
Jeremy Booker over to Criado. Pacheco, man possessed, gets it over to Jeremy Booker. Julian Durant, he can pop. He doesn't need a lot. Julian Durant off the front rim, no good. Welker fighting for the rebound. Rises up over everybody. Contact underneath. Welker still fighting for it. Gets it out. Pacheco, no. Welker again with the rebound. He's going to be clobbered. Nothing called. Yeah. And we're going to get a double dribble called on Thomas Welker.
Yeah, I mean, he made so many good plays. He forgot to dribble the ball. Thomas Welker playing like the big that I really wanted him to play like earlier this season. I mean, he's been doing it. He's been getting better and better.
That is the most animated I've seen head coach Dennis Baker. He thought there was contact, and there was. But the ball coming back to the Firebirds now for Chaparral.
It's Cochise County, so we all know each other very well. Coaches around.
Swenson, good drive to the inside, but an offensive foul. Big shot, Sam Criado. Talk about big block, Sam Criado.
Is he an electric vehicle? Because he got a charge on that one.
What'd you say before I laugh?
What?
What'd you say? I don't know what I think you said.
I said he must be an electric vehicle because he got a charge.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thomas Welker on the inside. That's going to be a foul. They're going to see that one. That's kind of what happens to these bigs, Dave. We talk about it all the time. When you outsize everybody, you get a lot less calls than regular size players.
Yeah, Welker finally gets. Time he had been fouled in this quarter, but either way, two team fouls for each on the clock.
Jacob Gluck back in the chat says, good block. Thomas Welker on the inside. He's going to have that one knocked away. He's going to throw this one away. Steal by Halverson, who has had a hell of a second quarter for the Firebirds. Can he make it 4 for 4? He cannot. Had to miss one eventually. Jeremy Booker corrals the long rebound. Booker, he wants to go all the way. He's going to have that one swatted. And the ball is going to be out on the Colts, going back to the Firebirds. 25-13, 3:53 to play in the second quarter.
There's the Nate Smith that I was promised. He's scoreless in this game, but finally making an impact on the defensive end. You don't always have to score to make an impact.
Appreciate all the comments, Jacob Gluck. If I can't get to him in time, we just still appreciate him. That's going to be Swenson. He's going to try to drive, floats it up over Welker. A tough shot against a tough defender, and he puts it in.
What a coaching job by Coach Peterson of the Firebirds. They could have just hung their heads and went home, but no, they're playing a heck of a second quarter.
Hesitation move from Criado, opened it up just a little bit, but that was closed down quickly by the Firebirds. Thomas Welker now gets it over to Jeremy Booker. Zeus Pacheco wants it on the inside, and I would not argue with Zeus Pacheco in his form right now. He's going to drive. Hey, Zeus Pacheco. Dave, these aren't easy finishes.
He's looking at the Cochise College coaches as he's making those finishes while he's in midair. Are you watching?
13 points for big Zeus Pacheco. My early pick for MVP of our All-Star game, by the way. Sam Criado from behind rips him. Ball will stay with the Firebirds.
We were watching the boys warm up pregame, and I'm like, Criado is locked in. Again, another one of our seniors. Well, that's not something to be lost on this. They might be coming in here with a 6-18 record, but they're playing for their playoff lives too.
R&R Athletics back in the chat talking about how hard Thomas Welker has worked all year. That's going to be a three-pointer up and good. They just got to keep banging them. That was Nick Springer for the Firebirds.
Getting it back to a single-digit deficit. Look at the Firebirds.
And that's that three-point shooting. That's what Steph Curry did to the game. If you can hit them, you're never out of a game. And the Firebirds finally, they were ice cold to the tune of 0% in the first quarter, but have been on fire here in the second. Here's Ricardo Brooks for the Buena Colts. 15 on the shot clock.
Colts are just a little low right now.
Pacheco, there's not. Buena's offense has been good. It's just 3 points versus 2 points. They're clawing back in this one. Zeus Pacheco, baseline, can't finish. He's going to follow his own rebound. Jesus Pacheco playing like the god himself, Zeus.
You talking about a man on a mission. He out-rebounded his own teammate to put it back.
That's not an easy teammate to out-rebound, by the way. Elbow three-pointer up and good from Swenson. Now just an 8-point lead for the Colts.
Oh, these Firebirds refusing to go away. And all of a sudden, I mean, it's still an 8-point lead, but we're not at nervous time yet, but they make another couple of those
You
threes.
sound nervous, I'll tell you that. Thomas Welker with the ball. Zeus Pacheco, 15 points in this first half to Ricardo Brooks. Brooks on the inside. Tough finger roll look from Ricardo Brooks, and that's not going to go in. Chaparral with the numbers. The Firebirds go quickly. They drop it off. They want the three-pointer. They've lived by it and gotten back in by it, but they can't hit that one.
Okay, you pulled my card. I'm slightly nervous at the moment.
Ricardo Brooks with the ball. Driving. Zeus Pacheco showing off his range. 18 points for Jesus Pacheco. Are you kidding me?
Zeus!
Are you kidding me?
He stood right here after the Siena game on Friday and had one thing to say. We're winning the whole thing.
32-21, and Zeus with the steal. A man possessed. Jamin Booker. He's going to slow it down. Jamin Booker corrals the ball, gets it over to Pacheco. Not the most conventional way to get it, but Pacheco has it. Ricardo Brooks now. Thomas Welker coming off the screen. He's got that range, decides better of it. Sam Criado with 18 on the shot clock. They have plenty of time. They're going to set up their last chance play at this possession and points. Thomas Welker, Ricardo Brooks. Brooks, the step back, the hesitation, trying to work an opening, can't do it. 7 on the shot clock. Jamin Booker, 5 on the shot clock. 4, the spin move. Jamin Booker didn't look at the rim at all. That's how good Jamin Booker is.
Put him in the spin cycle. Beautiful finger roll off the glass. That is such a tough shot.
34-21, a 13-point Buena Colt lead against the Chaparral Firebirds. 12 seconds to go in this first half. Chaparral doing a great job fighting all the way back into this one. They had 0 points in the first half, first quarter, and Zeus loses himself. Came away with the steal.
He says my bad because he actually had enough time to get it to Booker for a dunk, and he just chucked it over.
The Zeus doing his best football impersonation, just jumping up, rising up, and throwing that one up as most quarterbacks do nowadays. 1.8 seconds. A 13-point lead for the Buena Colts. But again, the Firebirds, 0 points in the first quarter, came back and put 21 up in the second. And maybe 24. This looks good. Oh, just a little bit off.
Zeus Pacheco looked like one of our favorite Bisbee athletes, Sebastian Lopez, on that play, just chucking it across the building.
No kidding, right? Well, folks, that's going to do it for the first half of play. You see on the clock we have about 10 minutes before we come back. 34-21 your score. But before we go, I'd like to thank the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. New physical therapy departments exist in Hereford, Bisbee, and Douglas. Call them today at 520-432-6435.
Yeah, before we get out of here, allow me to thank Right Way, now serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County, providing heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services the right way. They'll be working hard to earn our trust. They're happy to support our local athletic sports broadcasters like us.
Yay! Well, stick around, folks. Dan the Man's going to run some things for Cool FM Live, and we will be back in just a few moments with second half action. 34-21, Colts on top.
Gentlemen, here's what we're going to do. We had a trade in the NBA.
Oh!
There was
a trade.
What?
I'm glad that this happened 3 days ago. Everybody got their takes out because my take is completely different than everybody else's. Okay. I'm going to give my take, and then I'd like to hear what you have to say about that. Okay?
Yeah.
This is another, as we like to say, tooting the horn, honk, honk. I can get Jamon on the phone right now. I can get John on the phone right now. We can go to any of my friends. For years, I've been saying this. Luka Doncic is a bum. Luka Doncic is an out-of-shape, alcoholic, I don't care about basketball, bum. I wouldn't tuck Luka Doncic with a 5-foot pole, and the Dallas Mavericks are geniuses where they figured this out way before anybody else did, and they got something for Luka Doncic. There's no way they were going to let themselves get wrapped into $325 million for a guy that won't do a sit-up. Like, Luka Doncic is an absolute waste. He will never win an NBA title, and this is a scare trade for the Los Angeles Lakers because they're so terrified of what's going to happen post LeBron James that they'll bring in another star and give away what is actually the asset of the team in their center, Anthony Davis.
So we're starting with the diatribe first today?
No.
Yeah.
I'm just letting
He has
you know.
another one, basically.
Luka
is what he said.
Doncic.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic is
Dave
the
Davies
most
show, everybody.
overrated, overhyped player I've ever seen in my life, and the Dallas Mavericks did themselves a huge favor by getting rid of him.
That is an interesting take. That is an interesting take. I wouldn't go that far saying Luka's a bum. He's a superstar.
But what kind of superstar?
A very big one.
Did we forget that just months ago they were in the NBA Finals
Yes,
and
we did.
played against a Celtics team that was clearly better than every other team in the league? So, you could say, well, it was Luka's fault that they lost in the championship. Oh, they got to the championship in the West with an absolute bum as the guy on the team.
I love it.
That's tough. That's tough.
Or maybe my wording was a little harsh. I don't like Luka Doncic.
And then our boys basketball had a barn burner of a game at Cienega on Thursday, the 30th. They ended up losing by 6 to, like I said, Cienega. Cienega was just had our number for some reason, and kept us. Yeah, they're a very, very good team. So right now in 5A, with that loss, we dropped to 11. We were in numbers 5 and 6 in that area, and we dropped five spots just from that loss. But we did win last night at home with a game against Micah Mountain, and we beat them by 14, 72 to whatever it was. I think it was maybe it was 8 points. I think it was a pretty good spread, and they had control of the game pretty much the whole way. So
is Booker still the leading scorer on the team?
Gosh, that guy's tearing it up.
Yeah.
Well,
Is he a senior?
I believe so.
Oh my
Right
gosh.
behind him is what's it, Miguel? No, not Miguel. Duran. That's all
Oh yeah.
Duran's just lighting it up anywhere from behind the arc right now. So
His game has moved. So when I covered one of the Buena games, compared to last year, he has more mid-range and more three-point ability, and he plays better on the perimeter than he did before. Probably some good coaching and probably some good going to camp and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
That's the kind of stuff we always learned at camp.
Yeah. Mastering your craft, as they say.
Dude, for sure.
That's it too.
Well, welcome back, everybody. If you can hear me, I think we are back. There's always a tape delay, but Dave, 34-21, Buena Colts on top of the Chaparral Firebirds.
They're not quite out of the woods yet. Chaparral with a 21-point second quarter. God, really roaring back to make this a basketball game. They actually outscored Buena 5-0 in the second quarter. So the Buena Colts not quite out of the woods against what I'll say what I thought was going to be a rather easy opponent. Chaparral has proven me different.
When you get to playoff basketball, like, nobody's easy.
Yeah,
and basketball's a sport where you can have a night, you know.
Again, they're fighting for their playoff lives too. And Coach Peterson, after that 0 points in the first quarter, got them riled up and had a huge second quarter. He's kind of swaggering back over to the bench right now.
It was an enormous second quarter, Dave. 21 points in that second quarter to keep Chaparral in this one. Thank you again, everyone, for rejoining us. Before we get this action started, I'd like to thank proud sponsor Synergy Home Care, providing non-medical home care all across Cochise County. Strictly non-medical. Call them today at 520-685-1035.
Also, thank you to Allo Fiber, your new home team for internet, phone, and television. Go to allofiber.com to learn more about the Allo Fiber difference.
Also, thank you to Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community.
Thank you to Sierra Vista Soap Company, locally handmade bath and body products that you can find at SierraVistaSoapCompany.com. Shop locally.
I will, and I do.
You can see all the sponsors that sponsor this broadcast on your stream, so make sure you support the businesses that get you these free broadcasts on Cool FM.
I did see Jesus from Televista Health in the chat says Pacheco is a beast.
Oh, what's up, hey, Mr. Abayo?
His name is Jesus, too. It was meant to be. Buena is going to inbound the ball to start the third quarter. Ricardo Brooks with it over to Kingston Clark. And we are underway, back in action. We'll see how the Colts come out of the locker room in the third quarter.
I expect the best version of the Buena Colts, the same one that started this game.
Kingston Clark with the ball over to Ricardo Brooks. 17 on the shot clock. Thomas Welker now with the ball. Over to Ricardo Brooks. He's got an elbow three-pointer. In and out and back in. Ricardo Brooks for three.
Ricardo Brooks with a three ball to open the second half.
This one's going to be fed inside, back out. Swenson, he's going to kick it right back outside as well. Noticeably absent on the floor is Hunter Halverson, who got Chaparral back into this ballgame with all his three-pointers. But Thomas Nansen hits a three now to answer the Ricardo Brooks.
Chaparral has just come alive from the three-point line. Oh, here goes Booker, though.
Jamin Booker, corner three, in and out from Booker. 37-24, a 13-point Colt lead. Still, you know, they were up, 18 in the first quarter.
Yep.
So they haven't lost a lot of ground here, but Chaparral is making up a ton. Cameron Connell with the three-pointer. That was deep.
They are absolutely raining fire right now on the Buena Colts from three-point line.
Firebirds trying to go full-court press. Not really a thing you like to do against this Buena Colt team. Everyone well-versed at handling the ball for the Colts and great passers as well. Zeus with the ball now, 20 on the shot clock.
You know, you can tell Coach Baker's a little nervous. He's standing up.
Kingston Clark now. Back to Booker. 12 on the shot clock. Over to Ricardo Brooks. Buena hasn't crossed into the paint right now. They can't get past this three-point line. Zeus is going to change that. Jesus Pacheco inside through the contact. Booker's going to rise up, but no, that rebound's coming out to Smith. Nate Smith, he wants to go quickly, and all of a sudden, Cameron Connell makes it a ball game in Sierra Vista, Arizona.
Oh, and it got a little quieter on the other side of this gym.
Booker, Welker, that one's going to be knocked away by Smith, and Nate Smith forces the turnover for the Buena Colts. 8-point deficit for the Firebirds. They're going to try to drive baseline. They're in the paint. Good collapsing defense from the Colts. That's going to be another elbow three-pointer off the front rim. Thomas Welker with the rebound.
Oh, I had to hold my breath on that one. I was like, oh, please don't. Chaparral is absolutely balling out of their minds right now.
Jesus Pacheco with it. This team was down 18-0 in the first quarter. Basketball's a game of runs, and they have ran their way all the way back into this one. Pacheco, hesitation move. Back out to Ricardo Brooks. 13 on the shot clock. Much better defense from the Firebirds. Zeus with it. Over to Kingston Clark. Offensive foul on Jesus Pacheco. An 8-point deficit, and the Firebirds looking to claw their way back in just a little further.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, needless to say, we're nowhere near that point yet, but this would be a shocking defeat.
We got a ball game, Dave. I don't know if you know this. We have a ball game. Chase Swenson now brings it up for the Firebirds into corner three. Up and no good. Long rebound. Will be corralled by Swenson. Gets it over to Dylan.
Buena's out of sorts right now. They are completely out of sorts.
Corner three off the rim, no good. This one's going to be Nate Smith over Ricardo Brooks. Another three. You can only give him so many opportunities. Now just a 5-point lead for the Colts.
Yeah, Buena Colts are completely out of sorts.
Kingston Clark, what a finish at the rim from Kingston Clark. And that's a timeout from head coach Dennis Baker. He wants to talk to the boys right now. A 7-point Colt lead.
Yeah, a very well-timed timeout right now. But that timeout and my nerves are brought to you by Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Pride Boulevard, now open Saturdays 9 to 2.
Jacob Gluck in the chat, really trying to get some strategy going for the Buena Colts. He has a lot of them. Thank you again, Jacob, for commenting. Also, I'd like to thank the MORSE Automotive Group of Sierra Vista, formerly Lawely Automotive. They're serving all of Cochise County. You can drive in today and experience the difference for yourself at MORSE Automotive.
Thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Give them a call for all of your landscaping needs. They serve all of Cochise County. Give them a call, 520-456-8945. Well, my goodness, I was not expecting to be this nervous this evening. I saw that 6-18 record. I was like, oh, it's going to be a smooth sailing tonight, but it is choppy waters in Sierra Vista, Arizona.
I saw playoff basketball. It said, I ain't taking nothing for granted.
You know what? As I was walking around work all day today, bragging about how badly the Buena Colts are going to win this game, somebody that I work with is like, this is a playoff game. Like, don't ever look past an opponent. And the Buena Colts are learning that right now.
Especially in basketball. I've seen it. I've seen the Lakers dynasty drop games in the playoffs. You know, it just happens. And unfortunately, these aren't series. These are one and dones. You got one game. You better not be off.
And the full court press is on for the Buena Colts, and they can't get the ball past their own free throw line.
Dylan's going to have it now. Kingston Clark. This is dangerously close to backcourt, but they do get past it in a corner three. Up and good. Thomas Nansen ripping that net open. A 4-point Buena Colt lead. Ball's going to be knocked away, but staying with the Colts.
Wow. They are shooting over 50% from three-point line since the start of the second quarter. They're shooting over 60%. Well, they're just not missing.
That 6-18 is from Max Preps, not necessarily the full season. Jamin Booker rising up. I think that's going to be free throws for Mr. Jamin Booker.
Let's see if they award him the free throws. And that is going to be free throws for Mr. Booker.
4:11 to play. Oh, don't have to say the clock. Dan the man's got me.
No, Dan the man, Dan Powers. Thank you for everything you do for us, for Cool FM, making these game watching experiences better for everybody at home. And apparently there's a lot of people at home watching this.
For sure. Also simulcasting the Tombstone Lady Yellow Jackets. If you're interested in that game, it is on Cool FM Live as well.
Go side by side.
Yeah, right. 41-35. Jamin Booker good for both free throws. Settling it down at least momentarily. Ricardo Brooks is going to force the turnover. Booker officially with the steal. Kingston Clark now with the ball.
Buena needs to steal this momentum back right now while they have the opportunity.
Much better defense from the Colts. When they play better defense, that's when everything opens up for them offensively. Jamin Booker driving to the inside, gets it inside to Welker. Thomas Welker, contact, fighting through. The one-handed finish, no good from Welker. And one more time, Nansen with the rebound for the Firebirds.
Nansen with some big boards for the Firebirds in this game.
Jamin Booker sticking on him, plastering. They're going to work an open three-pointer. Dylan, no good. Zeus Pacheco is going to be called. What? That's going to be on the Firebirds. No, that isn't. That's going to be on the Colts. They call that on Zeus. The Firebirds, another possession to cut this deficit down from 6 to maybe 1 possession.
I don't like the look on Zeus's face right now. He needs to regain that fire that he had in the first half. I mean, that was a bad breath tic-tac call on that one, but I can't stop you.
Baseline jumper up fire. And no good for the Firebirds. Zeus Pacheco now bringing the ball up court. Zeus, he's got an open lane. He doesn't need much. Ball's going to be knocked away. I think that was rejected at the rim. Either which way, that's going to be a foul, I think, on Kingston Clark, and that will be possession with the Firebirds.
I think he knocked. Oh, yeah, he broke his glasses. I mean, inadvertently, but yeah, now number 24, Cameron Connell's got to go find some glasses in the bag.
Jacob Cluck in the chat, giving grief to the officials as well. I've never met a basketball game where both teams at the end of it are like, you know what, ref, good job.
Yeah,
you guys
great job out there.
3:12 to play. It's always the toughest job and the most thankless job you could ever try to do.
Especially when you have jerks like me.
3:08. Great defense from Thomas Welker. And Buena's going to turn the ball back over. So Buena playing a lot better defense. They're starting to come out, Dave, and not give an inch to these players because, as Jacob Gluck said in the chat, you give them an inch, they're going to make it.
Yeah, no, they're proving that.
Jamin Booker over to Ricardo Brooks now. 2:49 on the third quarter game clock.
Chaparral Firebirds looking for some respect. RESPEK, respect.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Buena cannot find an opening. They don't want to settle for threes. They want to stay aggressive. Good screen from Booker. Pacheco, Ricardo Brooks, head fake to the free throw line. That's short. It is off the rim.
No,
that was off the rim.
That hit the rim.
That was off the rim, but the referee says it's a shot clock violation. 41-35. Everything coming up Firebirds with 2:29 to play in the third.
That ball 100% hit the rim. What? Okay.
Firebirds bringing the ball back up. There's the man, Halverson, who got him back into the ball game. They work the open corner three. They decide better of it. They're going to throw this one away. Jamin Booker coming away with the steal. Booker all the way into the paint. A tough finish. Only Jamin Booker can finish that.
Ball don't lie.
Sorry, I missed that one, folks. I was just super excited. 8-point lead back now for the Colts. Halverson, they're going to throw this one away, but it does stay with the Firebirds.
Number 21 checking back into the game, Justin Smith for the Firebirds.
Bev Salmon Johnson in the chat says, let's go Colts. And we're going to have Julian Durant checking in for Kingston Clark. The sniper himself, Julian Durant, quiet night offensively for the Colts. And with the Firebirds shooting the way they're shooting, they're going to need Durant here to play some big minutes.
I think that's exactly why he's in this game, is if they get through this defensive possession and get a three.
There's going to be a foul on
Julian Durant and try to get this back to double digits.
Well, he doesn't wear the number 3 for no reason, Dave. How many points does he have in any given possession? 3. He's
literally the Sierra Vista Steph Curry. He shoots the ball and turns around to wave to people.
And for those Cochise College fans, Jackson Tunbridge, the same thing. The Aussie Steph Curry. Chase Swenson now gets it over to Dillon. Arjun Dillon. He's going to be picked by Jamin Booker. Here's Booker. Slamming it home.
Clackety, clackety, clack from Jamin Booker. And we're back to double digits.
45-35. Jamin Booker can rise up with the best of them. Let me tell you, folks, he is fun to watch. Chaparral Dillon to the inside. Good ball movement, but he can't corral the pass on the inside. That was Smith. He was trying to get it to 128, back to a double-digit lead for these Colts.
Yeah, I said Buena needs to retake that momentum while they have the opportunity, and they're doing exactly that right now.
Basketball's a game of runs. Just because Chaparral's fighting their way back into it doesn't mean the Buena Colts aren't going to get a double-digit run of their own. It's like Texas Hold'em poker, Dave. The mood swings in basketball. Jamin Booker, he's feeling himself. He wants to take it inside. Goes baseline. Fadeaway jumper. Well off. Rebound by Nate Smith. Smith is going to bring it up himself for the Firebirds.
Nate Smith still scoreless in this game.
Springer. They get over to Swenson. Swenson, the floater in the lane off the backboard, no good. Jesus Pacheco, the strength over everybody. Booker jamming it home again.
Oh, the one-handed tomahawk saying deal with it.
And that gets this crowd to their feet. Thomas Welker on the other side, rising up and rejecting. 40 seconds in this third quarter. You said it, Dave. Buena Colt completely regained the momentum in this ball game. Booker for 3, just short.
Yeah, my blood pressure has gone back to normal.
Nate Smith bringing the ball up court. Euro step and Julia Durant with the rejection.
That's the 8th block of the game for the Buena Colts.
Ricardo Brooks over to Durant.
Oh. I think he was going to pull it from
I
deep.
thought he was too. I wanted him to pull it. 17 seconds. Smart from Durant and Ricardo Brooks to try to work the last shot in the quarter. Jesus Pacheco inside. Gets it out. Durant, the three-pointer, just off the back iron. Booker rising up, but calls for a foul. Nothing there. Justin Smith with the rebound. This one's going to be up, and just as the buzzer goes, does not matter. It is not in. 47-35. The Buena Colts, after a shaky quarter, regain the lead back to double digits at 12.
We're not quite out of the woods yet. But we're getting close. Now, in between corners, please allow me to thank SOSI. That's SOSI. Every play, every pass, every goal. This season, they're with us every step of the way. SOSI, supporting our community, supporting our team. Learn more at SOSI.com.
Also supporting your community, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. They're proud to support our young athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts at 717-599-2439.
Also, thank you to Right Way, now serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County, providing heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services the right way. Happy to support our local sports broadcast.
I don't often do this, Dave, but Misty Opat is watching, head coach for the Lady Apaches. Claudia B in the chat, screaming Booker as loud as she can through the chat. And Jacob Gluck says, let's go. We got this.
Yeah, so far so good, but again, not out of the woods yet. 12-point lead. 8 crucial minutes to play in this play-in game here in Sierra Vista, Arizona.
I like the way you put that, Dave. Crucial minutes. The Buena Colts came out on fire with an 18-point lead. It's down to 12. They've been playing good offense. It's just the Firebirds caught heat. Now,
they're called the Firebirds for a reason.
No kidding, right? Now, if the Firebirds cool off a little bit, the Colts are going to run away with this one, but they got to keep putting up points.
There's another one.
There's a step-back three-pointer, no good. Firebirds a little bit quickly in the shot clock. Maybe this run of the Colts is starting to get in their head as Sam Criado brings the ball up court over to Julian Duran, and they settle to Jesus Pacheco at the top of the key.
No reason for Buena to go fast right now. They have the double-digit lead. Just get the good shot.
Sam Criado, Julian Duran, wide open, corner three. Can't leave him open. He wears number 3 for a reason, Dave.
He's an absolute sniper. You cannot leave Julian Duran open. He'll make it every time.
50-35, a quarter 3 to answer. That's up and good from Cameron Connell.
The Firebirds just won't go away.
They will not go in. It's almost like it's playoff basketball or something.
They're refusing. Oh, look at this.
Connell's going to get the steal on Duran. Puts up the elbow jumper up and no good. But that is going to be a rebound by Halverson. That's where Connell wants to be. Forget that elbow jumper stuff. I want to be behind the arc.
If this is a down year for Chaparral, they are terrifying.
Well, they had the one thing I noticed because we were there last year, they had 6'8", 6'5", 6'7" in their starting lineup. They just don't have that size this year.
No. Tallest player is listed at 6'4". Now he's scoreless. Again, coaches told me player to watch, and Buena has held him scoreless. So Coach Baker has him scouted well.
Jacob Gluck back in the chat says, splash, talking about the Duran three-pointer, no doubt. Judy Bates in the chat says, Colts are destined winners, Yahoo. And Gluck says they went for the alley-oop. I don't think so.
What was that last one?
He said he went for the alley-oop of the shot.
I was talking with C.J. Williams at halftime. He wants to play with Jamin Booker in that All-Star game so badly. And I was like, CJ, there's no way that either one of us are going to allow that to happen.
Maybe. There's so much talent in Cochise County. You never know how the draft's going to fall out. This just inside the three-point line, in and out. Long rebound coming out to Julian Duran. Now Sam Criado bringing the ball up for the Colts.
The little things in basketball. That ball figure, Julian Duran, is what got that pass cleared.
That's going to be a foul on number 22, Nate Smith. Sam Criado, the victim of the infraction. Ball will be under the basket for the Colts.
Nate Smith is a senior on this team, and he's just having a very frustrating game. Not the way he wanted to potentially end his senior season.
The inbound play from Duran to Booker. The ollie and the unselfish shoot. So just a little layup. 52-38 now, 14-point Colt lead.
Well, Booker's a smart player. Whatever gets that ball into the basket, doesn't always have to be showtime.
This is great defense from the Colts. They forced the ball to get knocked away. Firebirds are going to come up with it, and an errant shot by Connell, but a long rebound coming out to Springer. Firebirds trying to get anything going. They drive on the inside. Dangerous pass. It works out for him. The three-pointer up and good by Nick Springer.
Is this Chaparral or Tombstone? Because they are too tough to die.
Booker now. They beat the press. Julian Duran, the elbow three. Julian Duran taking over this fourth quarter.
You can't leave him open. You just can't.
Criado gets screened to the ground, nothing called. Bench of Buena did not like that one. Passing all around. They work an open three again for Springer. Top of the key! Nick Springer. It's back to an 11-point deficit. We have a timeout on the floor by the Firebirds.
When you're playing a team that doesn't miss, man, oh my goodness, it's hard to pull away from them. The Firebirds, this is what we call going out on your shield.
Claudia B says, you got this, Colts. Keep them coming. Jacob Gluck says, nice call, play call, coach. Nice execution. And folks, this time out does allow me to thank Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963.
Also, thank you to Sierra Vista Soap Company, locally handmade bath and body products. Find them at Seaside Creations or at SierraVistaSoapCompany.com. I was like, I want to do comments.
Do comments then.
Only for a minute.
You hold the phone.
A lot of people watching with us here tonight on Cool FM Live. Thank you for joining us for this free broadcast. Also, don't be afraid to jump in the chat and let us know how the Tombstone Lady Yellow Jackets are doing. And Jacob Luck saying it's a pool party with all these threes.
Talking about the splash.
Oh, that's some cannonballs being thrown by the Fireballs.
Let's talk about this Colts team here, Dave. We say it all the time. They could beat you in so many ways. And with the way the Firebirds are playing tonight, especially from three-pointers, this game could have gotten away from the Colts, but they still have a double-digit lead.
Oh, yeah. I feel like that right now.
Because, you know, the Firebirds aren't going to miss.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like an 11-point lead right now.
What they lost in size, they got three-pointers from last year, let me tell you.
I say, this is year for Chaparral. My goodness.
Ricardo Brooks over to Booker now. Jamin Booker, top of the key. Hesitation move back to Brooks.
Chaparral must have heard my pregame talk.
This one's going to be thrown away. Justin Smith with the steal, and he's going to lay that one in. Finally, a non-three-pointer for the Firebirds, and they cut this deficit back to single digits.
And there goes my blood pressure.
Thank you to the Copper Queen Community Hospital. I don't have blood pressure problems anymore. 32 problems.
I didn't until about 30 minutes ago.
Jesus Pacheco going to inbound the ball for the Buena Colts. 5 to play in this ball game.
12 and a 9-point lead.
Pacheco inside to Booker. Damon Booker gets his man in the air from the free throw line. Booker through the contact. Firebirds bringing the ball back up court. Smith is settled to Springer. Back side looking for Justin Smith, and unfortunately could not corral the pass. Ball coming back up with the Colts under 5 to play.
Unforced beauty for the Buena Colts right now. Under 5 minutes, just hold.
That's what they're looking for. Criado, big shot. Sam looking for Brooks, does get it over to him. Ricardo Brooks, he's the man to do it. Drives on the inside to Booker. Jamin Booker finishing at the rim. Too easy for number 14.
Back to double digits. Jamin Booker has turned it on. He's padding the stats again.
That's going to be a travel on the Firebirds. Buena back up to a double-digit lead. Just 4:30 to play. Dave, I think we agree it's not safe. It's nice to have double digits on
Not safe at all, but thank goodness they're giving Buena the ball back. 2 unforced turnovers in the last 2 possessions for Chaparral. Coach Peterson probably not thrilled about that.
Sorry about the cutting out and buzzing, folks. Hopefully that goes away. Sam Criado now with the ball in the corner. He's going to drive baseline. And this ball coming back to the Firebirds.
That is a turnover by Buena. Chaparral's running out of time. They're going to have to keep raining those threes down if they want to get back in this thing.
You can tell that student section's a little... Well,
yeah, they are.
11-point lead minutes ago. They'd be all up in the opposing team's face.
Yeah,
a good drive on the inside, and what a reverse lay-in by Chase Swenson.
Man, I'll tell you, Chaparral, give them all them because they are playing such a
what ball from the Colts. Booker's going to be fouled going to the line for 2.
What a dime. We see that all the time. Zeus to Booker. They're unbelievable after all these years of playing together.
Times here, Vista, Arizona.
Any update on the Tombstone game out there?
Booker up in with the first one. Speaking of playoffs, don't forget the Lady Colts soccer team at noon tomorrow in Vista, Arizona. Continue their journey for 5A championships.
I wish I didn't have to work.
That one up and good. Booker now 59-48. This one's going to be thrown in. Nate Smith with the ball. Nate Smith, he's rejected by Zeus Pacheco, but an open three-pointer, now a 4-point opportunity for Cameron Connell.
They just won't go away. A huge 3-point and 1 attempt coming in here. What a huge shot for Cameron Connell. Booker was unhappy with himself with the free throws coming in. These free throws are brought to you by Ginger. Miami. They're getting excited. Down 7 with 3:42 on the clock. Oh, we got.
Apologies again, everybody. Technical difficulties. Ricardo Brooks up and good.
And that woke up the student section. Turnover. Here comes the Buena Colts. He's got Corrado up ahead, but he chooses not. Yeah, he threw it too late. Pass was too late from. So turnover, and here comes the Fire. We got the ball inside. Let's see if he gets his first game and he does, cutting the lead to 8. So the Buena Colts up 8, looking for a big scoring possession.
We'll just go old school, Dave. Here we go. Back to the phone, 62-54. Firebirds bringing the ball back up court, 2:45 to play. Corner 3, up and no good. Rebound coming out to the Firebirds. This ball's going to be thrown around. Nate Smith now with the ball.
Time running out for Chaparral.
Chase Swenson on the inside. He's going to be fouled. Was he going for the shot? I think we're going to get free throws.
That should definitely be on the floor. I don't like to just argue it for the sake of arguing, but that should be an on-the-floor foul. And it is.
Entering the game for the Colts, number 11, Kingston Clark. And
Thomas Welker and Bumbleclad Kingston Clark checking back into the game for the Buena Colts. Again, time running out for the Chaparral Firebirds, down 8. They're going to need a couple more of those big three-pointers.
Well, they can hit them. We know that's true.
If Buena will let them shoot them.
8-point lead for the Buena Colts. Chaparral. They get it over to Connell. A deep three-pointer.
Oh, my goodness. He missed that by half an inch.
Thomas Welker underneath, fighting with the ball, and he's going to be fouled. Great effort from Thomas Welker.
He's been good effort all game. That's the 4th team foul on the Firebirds. Next one, and Buena's going to get free throws. So Chaparral's going to have to mind their P's and Q's right now, not just give up free points. Only down 8.
Zeus Pacheco now with the ball. Ricardo Brooks going to bring it up, 2:13 to play.
Oh, Mindy Krause saying Tucson's down 10. Come on, girls.
Oh, Miami is a tough team. We all know that. Jamin Booker to the inside, the Euro step. And Jamin Booker draws the contact and the foul on Nate Smith, going back to the line for 2.
Chaparral players do not like that call. A break, that's why we don't have nice things. Dropping everything. But Booker going to the line, making a double-digit lead with 2:04. Against Chaparral running out of time.
I don't know what Dan the Man's doing in our audio, but it sounds like we're going through the mics right now. This man is a genius, folks. Dan Powers, follow him. Give him all the love.
Oh, yeah. Worth every dime that he gets.
Well, if he's not paid in fruit stripe gum like we are, I swear.
Do you get gum?
Jamin Booker. 2 free throws up in. Good with the first one. Very good stroke tonight from Booker.
Yeah, free throw shooting is good. It's going to send it to double digits. With 2 minutes on that clock, Chaparral's going to have to move fast and not miss.
Booker. Up and good. Still perfect from the line and back to a 10-point Colt lead. Head coach Dennis Baker for the Buena Colts with the timeout.
That gives me one last chance to thank Ginger's Titles. It's here at Vista, located at 999 East Pride Boulevard, the one with the pink door. They are now open Saturdays 9 to 2.
Thank you as well to the Copper Queen Community Hospital. I kind of read them when I said they contributed to me losing 32 pounds to this date, and counting, Dave. You can call them, make an appointment with one of their doctors at physical therapy today.
I don't know if I like the weight loss. That's less pissy to love.
What? Sorry, that bomb song getting in my ear right now. I usually focus on this one.
And one last time, thanks to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. You can find them on Facebook or give them a call, 520-456-8945.
25 seconds till we get back into the action. The Buena Colts with that 10-point lead. But because Steph Curry came into existence, 10 points in 2 minutes is not over.
We've seen it before. Adam Nelson has not made an appearance in this game. Kind of surprising.
Adam Nelson, the defensive menace for the Buena Colts, has been nursing injuries all year. We talked to him about it after one game. He said, it sucks, man. I'm trying so hard.
Yeah. Well, he'll have another shot at it next year. He's only a junior.
Only a junior.
And he will be a key contributor next year, I can assure you.
Firebirds to inbound the ball again, down 10, 2:04 to play, even though I don't have to keep calling it out because you guys can see it. Thanks again to Dan Powers.
Dan the man. So again, Chaparral is going to have to move fast and not miss.
They've been doing that, both those things all half. It's going to be Swenson with the ball. 25 on the shot clock. Ricardo Brooks pokes it away. We'll stay with the Firebirds.
Yeah, but he took some valuable time off of that shot clock and off of the game clock.
Hunter Halverson to inbound the ball for the Firebirds. He actually got this Firebirds back into the game. They were down 18-0. He made 3 quick three-pointers to get him right back into it in the second quarter.
Buena not letting anything up right now. That's an offensive foul. He hooked him on going down to the baseline. So Buena's getting the ball back, and that might have just sealed the deal.
We will have to wait and see. I'm never going to count a three-point sniper team out. But Buena, it's just the fandom coming out. They've had a double-digit lead this entire game. We're like, oh, this game's not over.
No, Firebirds just refusing to go away. After 18-0 in the first, they could have just left. And they stuck around to get Buena a game.
Absolutely right. That's why I love sports, Dave. It's mental toughness. They had Welker wide open. Booker missed him. Ricardo Brooks now with the ball. He's in trouble. Does get it over to Zeus Pacheco.
Zeus Pacheco's never in trouble.
No, not at all. Kingston Clark with the ball now. Dangerously close to that half-court line. 20 seconds. They can't even get out of half-court. They finally do it. That's going to be a timeout. Head coach Dennis Baker.
10-point lead. I don't think there's going to be enough time on that clock for the Firebirds to pull this thing off. So the Buena Colts, they got tested tonight, but it looks like they are going to sneak past this game and make their way up to Camp Verde.
Sneak past the game with a double-digit victory. The fandom.
Hey, it never felt like a double-digit lead after the first quarter.
It didn't feel like that, but it was. That's what I'm trying to say. Just because it's just like if you're a fan, you know, if your team's got going into the halftime 24-0 in the Super Bowl, you're still worried. Oh man, you can't laugh at yourself. Who can't you laugh at?
One last time, thank you to our new sponsors, Right Way and SOSI. That's SOSI. Thanks for joining the team.
1:26 to play, 64-54. Buena Colts the possession and a 10-point lead. Can they close this one out? Or will the Chaparral Firebirds do their namesake and get on fire and get this one close to the end?
Oh, we're getting to the point with Chaparral where it's miracle time with that much time on the clock.
Pacheco wanted to get that one to Booker. They decide better of it. Kingston Clark able to corral it. Clark now with the ball.
Like Austin Powers' middle name, that pass was dangerous.
8 seconds, 7 seconds. Kingston Clark dribbling away. Ricardo Brooks, 5 on the shot clock. They're going to have to put something up. Brooks to the inside. That's going to be another travel on Ricardo Brooks. 1:11 to play, and Chaparral needs to start jacking up the threes. Inbounding the ball. Chase Swenson, smart.
It's like a guy without social media. I'm just not seeing these travels.
Swenson now. To Connell. They need to get this ball out. They need to kick these threes in. Oh, just over a minute to play. They finally work the open three. From the corner, up and good for Hunter Halverson.
Never, no quit in the Chaparral Firebirds all game long. Keep your heads up if you don't win this game, because, man, oh man, you're playing a tough opponent in a hostile environment and you never quit.
Pacheco and Booker get that inbounds play. Now Booker dribbling it out. Brooks over to Pacheco. 40 seconds, 25 on the shot clock. They have to foul, and they finally do. Pacheco now. I think that's bonus foul.
Foul number 32.
Yeah, that's going to put him at the free throw line. I was going to say the wrong guy to foul, but then again, there's nobody on Buena you really want at the free throw line.
Absolutely not.
Zeus is going to put him away with these 2 free throws.
38 seconds left to go. A 7-point Colt lead to make it 8 points. Jesus Pacheco up and good with the first one.
Yep, one more, and we can pack our bags for Camp Verde and start making our way north. We got something for you, Camp Verde.
Hopefully, and I don't want to cause drama. Hopefully, we don't have the pixel camera, so we can go up there and broadcast.
All right, one can hope. Free throw's good, and that's good. Buena 9
And Ricardo Brooks, ooh, almost sealed the game with the steal.
Oh, the game has been sealed, my friend, like a sandwich bag. See?
Well, if the student section says it's over, it's got to be over. Chaparral, don't tell them that the Firebirds have not quit all night.
They're going to make another 3.
That one's going to be poked away by Ricardo Brooks, and Swenson, the last one to touch it. That's going to do it, folks, with 30 seconds, a 9-point Colt lead and possession. All that's left in this ball game, Dave.
Hey, as you like to say, the handshakes. But again, another big testing, learning experience type game for the Buena Colts. Welcome to the playoffs. I don't care if it says 8-16 on their record. You learn that none of this is easy.
I think if we remove ourselves from the desire of wanting to watch the Colts win, we'll see how great they played tonight. The lead got to 6. The lowest lead they had was 6, and since then it's just all been double digits. And again, the Firebirds shooting as well as they did after losing, going down 18-0. That's a credit to the Colts and their mental toughness for staying into this ball.
Coach Peterson, after 18-0, all of a sudden they came out and had an on-fire second quarter, getting us back into the game, but we're never able to quite get back into it, and Clark just put them away.
11-point lead now after both free throws from Kingston Clark go in. They got to start ripping it from Curry range. The drive on the inside. Swenson with the three-pointer. That's going to be short. We're going to get this over to Connell. He's got the three-pointer up and no good as well. Another offensive rebound from the Firebirds. Good defense from the Colts, denying anything. Baseline jumper up and no good. Another rebound. No, it's going to be knocked away. Zeus Pacheco fighting for it. Firebirds with it. Connell, the three-pointer. That's going to be short, and that's going to do it. Here in Sierra Vista, Arizona, the Buena Colts win the first round play-in game, 68-57.
It wasn't the comfortable win that I was hoping for the Buena Colts. The Chaparral Firebirds played one heck of a game. But congratulations, boys. You're moving on to Camp Verde. And like I said, Lord willing, we'll be right there with you hand in hand. I got to stop you there, Dave. 11 points is a comfortable victory. I'm just saying. It's not. I'll bet you Coach Baker disagrees.
Oh, no, but he's a coach, and that's exactly what you want. You want to play a very good game and have it close. And what he's going to say in the locker room is, boys, only gets tougher from here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great learning experience for these Buena Colts as they have aspirations to make a very deep run. I'm going to go get us unplugged because we got to move this camera over so we can interview some kids.
Absolutely. Stay tuned, folks. We've got post-game interviews coming up with our Buena Colt players. Flip the camera around because the mic's on this side when they come out.
Whatever you gotta do, brother. We have some people coming. Let's move this forward a little bit. We have to be off. No, never mind. That's going on. Perfect. All right, let's see who Coach sends us today. Uh-oh, I see one.
Book it.
I see one.
There is one, and why not? Jamin Booker. Yeah. Is anyone else coming, or is it just you, Jamin?
Well, he's doing our interview right now.
Oh, is he now?
Yeah, okay. Good game.
So we're the bridesmaid. Okay. Jamin Booker, what a victory here, Jamin. Now, you guys came out on fire, 18-0 that first quarter. What was the message coming into this game?
I guess our priority was defense today. I guess in that first quarter, we executed as best as we could.
I'll say 18 points and 0 to the other team. Not bad.
Yeah, no, again, as we were talking about, I don't know, has Coach Baker got to speak to you after the game yet or not, but as he's going to tell you that this is the playoffs and it's only going to get harder. You know, so this team came out with a 6-18 record and they still showed you all what playoff basketball is going to be like this year. So, you guys, how you feeling about Camp Verde on your next opponent?
We got a tough game up ahead of us. Who are we playing next? So this is like a wake-up call, at least for me.
Big man.
Thank you. And, we got to bring much better energy. Be ready on Wednesday, I guess.
Now, I don't know if you and Zeus know this, but you're auditioning for jobs tonight. You had royalty in the house. I'd be the head coach of Cochise College basketball over there watching you guys. So how you feel? How do you feel you did on your job audition tonight?
I feel like there's a lot for me, at least, that I left to be desired. I guess I was kind of having trouble breathing tonight, but that's not an excuse. And on Wednesday, I got to play much better.
Zeus Pacheco.
Zeus.
What was it, 17
Good game, young
points
man.
in the first half. You had 11 in the first quarter. We talked about that great first quarter you guys played. Now, Jamin says you could have played better, I guess. I don't see it. But you came out with fire. What was going right for you in that first quarter?
They were just small. Once I saw who was guarding me, he was tiny. So they switched and he was even smaller, so it didn't work out.
Mouse in the house, huh? As I was just telling Mr. Booker before you got out of here, you guys were auditioning for jobs tonight. Head coach of Cochise College in the house. So how do you feel you did on your job audition?
Hopefully I did well. They hit a lot of shots on me, so let's see what happens.
Well, they were just on fire. Now, this is the same thing, because I'm getting the same vibe here. I don't think any of you three know that you just won a game by 11 points, by the way. And that team was not missing. And so to mentally stay in the ball game and keep that double-digit lead throughout, that's very impressive. I mean, I don't know what the halftime speech or the locker room speech is, but I just want you guys to lift your spirits a little bit on that.
Oh, well, I think if I could speak for the boys, I think they expect perfection around here. We want to win games by a lot more than that.
So we were expecting them to not score that many points. And came out, was hitting everything.
Well, that's basketball, man.
Yeah, it's game of runs.
Exactly. But let's talk about mentally getting through that when they just start hitting shot after shot after shot. What are you doing in your own heads to stay mentally focused and, basically just answer everything they're doing?
I guess just like get it back. They score, we're going to score back.
Exactly.
And you did a great job.
Okay, great game, boys. I guess second round of the playoffs awaits you. And again, we're feeling confident for this next game, baby. Lord willing, we'll be with you guys hand in hand if we're able to broadcast that game. We'll follow you guys to the end of Arizona. So we are here for the Buena Colts this year, baby.
And
so
all the fans are here for the Jamin Booker and Zeus Pacheco show. Boys, you know the deal. Shout out to anyone you want to shout out. It's yours.
Shout out to my mom, my little brother who was sick at home. I'll be here.
Shout out Coach Rich, shout out Coach Baker, all my coaches. Not him last time.
Jamin Booker, Zeus Pacheco, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the Buena Colts victorious, even though you wouldn't know with this post-game interview. Boys, congratulations. Continue on your run towards that 5A state championship. That's going to do it, everybody. For Dave Davies, I'm Paul Corder. Thank you for joining us on Cool FM Live. We will see you next time. And personally, we know that we're going to do the Douglas Lady Bulldogs, so stick around.